Note how the trading in the Dow this past week was that they opened it, traded it down, but then closed near the top of the trading range by the end of the day. The T-line acted as a support level during this uptrend. The longer an uptrend continues, the more confidence will be created in the bullish camp, and that's what we saw today. When they opened this market, there was no selling off anymore. They were taking it straight up. The NASDAQ also gave a good indication that it was in an uptrend, and every time they sold it off, they would take it back up again. The T-line once again acted as support. As soon as it moved sideways to the T-line, you can see there was a new burst of energy to the upside. This would give us the impression there is still more upside potential, that new investor sentiment or new positive investor sentiment had just now come back into the market. This gives the opportunity to identify strong patterns, such as a J-hook pattern in Genco shipping. Notice a little kicker type signal that's starting the next uptrend. This is a classic move where they brought it up, ran into the first resistance, pulled back, did a J-hook pattern on the T-line. The second time they go through resistance, pulled back up, back down to the T-line, J-hook pattern. This one is still heading higher, and very simple. Candlestick analysis allows for the identification of where to enter a trade and where to be back out. If this opens positive, we would be buyers, and then we would use a close back below the T-line as our stop. And patterns that can be identified, such as a wedge pattern that we're seeing in the lean hogs, has a wedge on the bottom coming up and a wedge on the top coming down. And we're seeing buy signals in here. Today we had a doji with a positive open at the T-line. Told us that our probabilities were that we were still heading up. That made for a very good trade. Our target somewhere up in here once we run into the downtrending trend channel. The nice aspect about candlestick analysis is it shows you graphically where the bulls are taking control, what signals that we've seen for hundreds of years are working, and where resistance levels are, so that we can see what type of signal will be occurring at that level, telling us whether it's going to go through that level or whether it's time to take profits at that level. That'll be it. We'll see you in the chat rooms.